Whew, okay, NXT just ended, and I gotta say it was honestly quite disappointing. The show started off with one of the members of TM61 versus Roderick Strong, and Shane Thorne was the member who ended up taking Roderick Strong on in this match, and this match was honestly my favorite of the night. Roderick Strong and Shane Thorne are both very talented, and they clashed very well in the ring, and it made for a very exciting match that was honestly the best of the night. Next, we were supposed to have DIY versus The Revival in a tag team match in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, but Scott Dawson ended up coming out with a kayfabe injury, and he cut a weird promo on why they were forfeiting. The Revival forfeit their spot to DIY, and this was very disappointing to me. I was very much looking forward to this match, and NXT let me down with that, and I was just very disappointed. I wanted to see it, and they let me down with a kayfabe injury that, honestly, I know that the Revival are heel, but it was kind of stupid. If there actually really is something holding Scott Dawson back from competition, then that I can understand. But if it's just all kayfabe and he could have wrestled, then this match should have happened. Next, we saw Gargano and Ciampa cutting this weird promo backstage. I guess it was supposed to build up for their match against the Revival, their next match versus the Revival, but it honestly, it didn't do anything for me. It didn't make me any more excited for their next match. I was excited for this match tonight, and it just didn't happen. Now we have one of my least favorite parts of the night, the Authors of Pain defeating No Way Jose and Rich Swann. Now, this match was okay. I mean, No Way Jose and Rich Swann are obviously fantastic wrestlers, but the Authors of Pain just don't do it for me. I mean, their gimmick is kind of boring, and they're kind of boring in the ring, to be honest. And the match just didn't do it for me. It was just kind of boring, and I could have missed it altogether. It ended up with the Authors of Pain defeating No Way Jose and Rich Swann and moving on to the next round in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, which is, I'm not a big fan of that decision because, honestly, I wanted to see more of the team of Rich Swann and No Way Jose. They're a great tag team, and I wanted to see more of that. So in the main event, we had TJ Perkins and Kota Ibushi versus the team of Sanity. Now, I really enjoy Sanity. Their gimmick is great, and they pull it off very well, but in the ring, they're a little iffy. Their style just doesn't fit what I like to watch on NXT. Now, the match that they had with TJ Perkins and Kota Ibushi was fine, don't get me wrong, but Kota Ibushi and TJ Perkins really carried the match. Now, I still love Sanity, I love their gimmick and all that they've got going on, but in the ring, they just aren't doing it for me. Nikki Cross's match last week was great. I love how she steamrolled and just ate the other wrestler alive, but this week we got something different from Sanity. It just wasn't my type of match. It wasn't what I would expect from NXT, and the main event was honestly just boring, and it ended up with Sanity taking out the team of TJ Perkins and Kota Ibushi, which, although I do find Sanity a little boring in the ring, I'm fine with that decision, because Sanity intrigues me as a faction, and I would like to see more of their crazy gimmick and eating people alive and stuff like that. I'm just glad they're not jobbing. So overall, this NXT was kind of boring and forgettable. I could have missed it. It was one of my least favorite NXT shows I've seen to date. Honestly, it probably is my least favorite NXT show I've seen to date. I started watching about 3 weeks ago, and this is the worst show I've seen yet. Just forgettable. I could have missed it altogether. Anyway, guys, this is RC Entertainment. If you couldn't tell, we've got a new background back here, but I do have some posters to put up back there, spice it up a little. I've got a Shawshank Redemption poster and a True Detective Season 1 poster that will be going back there pretty soon. I just need to get frames for them, so don't worry, the white boring background won't be there for too long. Oh, and I'm hoping to get some LED lights to maybe glow it up like a Reffin movie too. That would be just great. Imagine if each one of my YouTube videos looked like a Nicholas Winding Refn movie. Fantastic. Anyway, guys, this is RC Entertainment, and I will see you next time.